Somebody asked any advice on upcoming podcasts. You've mentioned this 100 times. And you know what? It worked. Thank you, because you mentioned it 100 times, and just so you don't have to say it anymore, who is that? Kaylin's Visuals. On your upcoming podcast, something you trying to do, I would say cater to your audience, but don't get too lost to where you have them, your fans or the people who watch your channel, your subscribers or whatever, they cloud or fry your judgment. That'd probably be the best. Like, make sure you're doing what you really want to do. It's cool to bend, don't break. Because at that point, it's like, what's running your content? The people are you. They chimed in for you first. I mean, so just make sure that you keep your content on where you're trying to push it, because at the end of the day, bro, you got to live with that. You got to sit there and put on a smile when you don't. So I would say, hey, if you're going to do something, they always say, do something that you love. If this is what you love, make sure that you do it with a smile. Straight up, be happy about it, man. Because it's easy to get veered off in this shit. Real talk. You being real to yourself at the end of the day, that's all that matters. You ain't got to worry about getting online, telling no lies. When you start like trying to paint all this, you can't even keep up with that no more. We've witnessed that. We've seen it. If you just yourself and you be yourself and you tell it like you know it, the story never changes. I'm gonna be real, I don't even believe that we even have what's media today? And then just to keep it brief, what's media today? What does any of that even stand for? Honestly. Look what it's done around the whole little universe. Whole little media universe. It's been nothing but bull. You know, it's crazy when you really look at it. You can only make that's why it feels good not to be a part of a group, because when you're a part of a group and you make it a bunch of now that I can really look at it, when you're a part of a group, right? This is just a general statement. When you're a part of one, it's y'all could be making controversial content, or y'all can be sourcing this out everywhere. It's just coming in. But when that don't come in and you still used to doing that, what do? You turn on each other. Man, King Weezy said Monday Night Raw bullshit. Nah, this Friday Night SmackDown was sharp. That was earlier this week. I'm just breaking it down how I'm just looking at it from a general perspective when the way that content is consumed. There's only so much you can do out in the world and talk about them to where it's shit starts making internal beefs. Now you got everybody. I just seen it earlier. I think it was somewhat with Dejan. I seen a clip that came past my page of him over there arguing with people at a table. I don't know them. I ain't got nothing against them. I think I knew who was sitting at the table with him. It was him and Ace Girl Cheeks. I think that's her name. Like you're saying, she cool. You know what I'm saying? That's why I noticed at the table. I don't know the other guys, but I had just seen just the little riffraff that was going on. And I'm everybody's arguing at a podcast table now. It's that's the new thing. It's because once you run out of content of talking about somebody else and the fans are not, or the viewer or the subscriber is not receptive to it, guess what happens? Man, niggas gotta keep that turned up, and mothers is about to turn on each other. I feel like a lot of these beefs, my beefs was real, but a lot of these beefs that be internal that I see from the outside, some of that be real, homie. Them people really feel like that. Them people really feel like that. That's something I would never want to be a part of ever again, is being at a table with somebody. If I don't like them, I'm there, or if they don't like me, I'm there. We shouldn't have to feel it that's tension, man. That shit builds. Mothers be knowing what they be doing. It all be ticking time bombs. That's real game. These people don't like each other, but man, they all sitting there because everybody's trying to get somewhere. So they're trying to muscle through it. But that ain't like no mother regular job. Somebody gonna trip out and crash out, and that's what happens. And I feel like that's what motherfuckers be looking for. It's different, man, these days. You know? Like, I hear niggas like roasting, you know, titles on some of my clips, it like that. I'm not here to clickbait. Like, every little piece. If this is what I said, I want a person. If I had a clip that's for 17 minutes, 16 minutes, 10 minutes, 7 minutes, doesn't matter. Whatever I put in that title, I want that to be just that if that's what you're about to watch it for. I don't want to put just a bunch of bullshit that don't even matter. I didn't even say none of that. I'd seen a video today. I don't even want to talk about, like, it's just funny how it just popped up, and I went and looked at it, and I'm like, the title was so scandalous. But it was, I think Jaden Alexis, shout out to her. I think that's Blueface baby mama. She had did an interview with some people that we know, and I'd seen the title. Like, this how you know I ain't trying to even like had no beat, but it's just funny because this is how media works these days. Everything is for clickbait. Like, to sit down with that girl, you ain't give a fuck about her music. You don't give a fuck about where she's trying to go next week. You don't give a fuck about where she was at 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, a year ago. The title was just, it was structured, her breaking up with Blueface, her starting OnlyFans, Krishan Rock, and more. Now see, that more is that she was really wanting to talk about, but it won't get no spotlight. You gotta pinpoint. It's all I'm teaching them is the algorithm here. You gotta hit them here. You talk about you breaking up with Blueface. You talk about starting OnlyFans. Ooh, that's a gig. And then you talk about motherfucking Krishan Rock, which everybody want to know. That's negative. Everybody that wants to know, that's negative. This is real shit. She ain't go there for that. But that's what she got. If I was her, I would never go do an interview with whoever did that to me ever again. That's facts. That's crazy. That's different type of work, homie. That ain't even no slander. I look at it like this is how this shit goes. You look at the title, it's like, that, like, y'all robbed her of that. Like, she ain't getting no play. You made sure she was showered upon all the bullshit she probably shouldn't have been talking about or even wanted to even have her name associated with on a platform. You're trying to move forward. You talk about how you do that to that girl. Like, put that in the title. Like, that's all it was. And the more is that she probably wanted to talk about the whole time. That wasn't what she was trying to talk about the whole time. But this that gets the spotlight. It's all the bullshit. Now I done learned this little funky ass game, homie. This shit is trash. Label me however you want to label me. Talk it. That's what they've been doing. Other than people that act like they with me, that's when I used to have a problem. Like, damn, you for me, don't put nothing bad out about me. But now I get it. It just be all bullshit. I should have stayed standing on business with that, homie. And half this little bullshit probably would never even happen. But I'm like, hey, it's content. Let people just see what it is. Man, worst mistake you could ever make. Hey, that's to my mans that say, talk about making a podcast too. Hey, man, don't ever make that type of mistake, homie. Just thinking putting out whatever is just, hey, just let the people see it. Not that.